Good morning.
Welcome back to Yirara.
What's up, Yirara fam? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Yirara2u. I'm Miss Tina and you're joining me for What's That Sound? Can anyone remember the two definitions from the previous episode? If not, that's okay. The first one is the money paid on a journey on public transport. And the second one is treating people equally without favoritism or discrimination. So the two words that sound the same but have different definitions are, drumroll please, fair. Fair and fair. You can see both fairs are spelled differently. F-A-R-E, which is the money paid on a journey on public transport, and the second one is F-A-I-R, which is to treat people equally without favoritism or discrimination. So fair and fair. These are two definitions for the next episode. The first one is a short, high, squeaky cry made from a young bird, and the second one is low in price. So be kind, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye now.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Health with Mr. Zane. Wow, this term is flying. We are already halfway through this term of learning. Just to remind you, last lesson we began to look at the different examples of a healthy and unhealthy friendship. A healthy friendship might be talking to each other in a nice way or hanging out and spending time together. An example of an unhealthy friendship might be talking behind your friend's back or saying bad things about them.
Who's got valid excuses? Alright, here we go.
Today, we will continue to move on with our friendships and relationships unit, looking at some values that you might look for in a friend. Then, we'll watch a short video about healthy relationships and discuss what we saw and some of the different signs that our students thought were examples of a healthy or unhealthy relationship. In our first activity, students were asked to put themselves in a situation where they had just started at a new school and were looking to make some new friends. Students were encouraged to think about and share what qualities they were looking for in a friend. Some of our students wanted friends that were funny and enjoyed the same things they did, and other students wanted friends that were kind and just enjoyed hanging out. It was really great to see everyone get involved and share ideas. After this activity, students watched a short film called Healthy Relationships, made by the Victorian government. Down about it just yet, but I really want you to watch, and I want you to try and understand. So the lady's name, or the young lady, his name is Kaya. So I really want you to understand Kaya's story and let me know whether it's good, bad, and why. Okay? Right. Yeah. So Kaya was playing netball, eh? Yep, and I guess Scotty had a crush on her. Did they talk at first? How did they actually start talking to each other? You would say things were healthy? They were happy? Yes or no? Or were things always good in that relationship? Come on. How did it get worse? Or do you think what Scott did was okay? This film was a story about Kaya and talked about her relationship with a fella Scott. Students watch this film and then were asked questions like, where did Kai and Scott meet? How did they start talking? How were things at the beginning of their relationship? Did things get better or worse? It was really good to see our students watching films for understanding and be able to communicate what they saw and their own thoughts. I look forward to our students doing more activities similar to these in the future. Well, that's it for this episode. Next time, we will focus on an individual value I feel should be in any friendship or relationship, that being kindness. Don't forget, in order to be healthy on the outside, you need to be healthy on the inside first. Until next time, bye.
Next question, why do you think the critics tended to dismiss his works of art? Well, we've spoken about that because they were a little bit, it was early days, it was 1940s, 50s, and they were all very racist white critics of the time. They just didn't understand and appreciate good art. So they just said that's rubbish before even looking at it. That was the reason for that. Why did Albert Namatjira break the law? Well, we've spoken about that. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know the laws of white people, so that's the reason why that happened. Question number 3, do you think Albert Namatjira enjoyed painting landscapes, or did he do it just for the money? Well, what do you think? I mean, you look at the beautiful artworks and the beauty of the landscapes and the time it would have taken. I think he would have done it for the passion more than the money, because it would have taken hours and hours to paint such beautiful landscapes. So that's my reasoning behind that. Number 4. In the text it says the cause of his death was a heart failure. It could also have been heartbreak. So what do you think this means? Based on that sentence, how do you think he was feeling towards the end of his life leading up to his death? So I'll let you think and then we'll go through some together. Alright, so I reckon if you think about died of heartbreak, he would have been very angry. Make a little list here of the feelings that Albert Namatjira would have been feeling up to the end of his life. So he would have been angry. He would have been very sad and depressed. What about when the council cheated him and sold him land on the floodplain when he wanted to build a house in town in Alice Springs? I think he would have been quite upset about that the council tried to rip him off. They thought, oh, he's just, it doesn't matter because, so they tried to cheat him. And so he would have been upset, sad, depressed and angry. So he would have died. His heart, that's why the people who wrote the biography said it could have been a broken heart that killed him, because of all this shame that we put on this guy through all the racism and stuff back in history. So it's important to understand the time that the person's alive and the story in order to understand what they were feeling at the time. We've done a sequence of the events. You've ordered them for sequencing Susie, and we've also answered the question of, do you think his artwork will be famous in 100 years? Well, basically his artwork is timeless, so it's gonna keep on being popular. It's never gonna get old, because landscapes, people enjoy looking at landscapes and they'll never get old. So now that we've gone through it using these characters, we've enabled ourselves to step inside the shoes of Albert Namatjira, and we've got a good understanding of it. Now, if you use these 4 characters with everything you read, then you're going to get a good understanding of the text. You're going to get it in your head, and you're going to really embrace and understand the reasons why things happen in that text that you're reading. And you're going to get a good understanding of whatever you're reading. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson on reading to understand. And the more you practice using these characters, the better your reading ability will get. Thank you for your time today.
kami natin.
Master Chef over here. Yirara2u, take a breath.
Year 9's value Alice Springs history. Students complete their bronze medallion. A reflection on Reconciliation Week. Go the Billy Cards! Good morning, I'm Kesley Nish with Yirara News. During this term, the Year 9s have been visiting various historical places in Alice. This has been part of their integrated studies. The Duke of Ed broadcasting crew have been filming the Year 9s and have put together a snapshot of their visits. Check it out. Filming by Janika and Kamala, Andronica Stewart, and Georgina Williams. On Tuesday and Wednesday last week, 10 students did a bronze medallion course on life-saving people in a pool or in a lake or a river. A great job for all the people that passed the course. All of us did a lot of swimming. We did 4 laps of backstroke, 4 laps of freestyle, 4 laps of breaststroke, then 4 laps of survival backstroke, and 4 laps of survival side stroke. All of us were tired after doing the swimming. Then we did first aid. After that, we learned about 4 different types of swimmers, like weak swimmers, then there was injured swimmers, unconscious swimmers, and non-swimmers. Well done to all of those involved. This report was written by senior student Aaron Palmer. As part of our reconciliation activities, the Year 7 and 8B class focused on what the term reconciliation meant and what all Australians can do in order to remember and honour all Indigenous people who experienced the terrible events that were part of Australia's history. Students completed aquatics, created their own reconciliation flags, and developed footprints to show their support of this special week. The reconciliation wall is a symbolic way to remember and reflect on this important time.
Now with sports, I am Tamika.
And I am Carol.
Last week, Clontarf had some of their academy members volunteer for the Think Desert Race media launch. It was a great opportunity for our fellows to build their confidence and meet a lot of people. Mayor Damien Ryan was very pleased, and the official Ted's Think Desert Race Facebook page was liked by 400 people with several comments of praise from the public. Go Yirara, a great achievement to all the fellows involved in the Great Billy Kart race. Before the races, teams did a fantastic job of presenting their vehicles to judges and special guests. It was noted by the judges that teams really took pride in what they built and showed great spirit speaking about it. From the first race of the day, it was all go. The crowd was excited, the competitors were full of energy, and the organizers had their hearts in their mouth. Each team had 3 races, and many came down to a kart length with Mayor Damien Ryan, adding much excitement waving the flag. Yirara's Storm Riders put their shaky start behind them to take out the gold medal race and the title of 26th Clontarf Billy Kart champions. Well done, fellas.
Overall, it was a fantastic event which brings everyone together. A big thank you to everyone who helped along with as it added to making the race such a fantastic fun time. This is our last TV episode for this term, so let's check out what else has been happening over the past 11 weeks.
Birthday wish to Miss Robin.
Everyone belonged, no matter where you.
We can expect a high 32-degree.
An educational workshop with the tour guides.
Can't brought another name of it.
My mother was a hard worker and well respected.
Nigel Bloomfield had plenty of football and
this is the weather. Today we can expect a high of 27 degrees.
New Girls Academy. Let's take a look.
The Girls Academy room. This is Miss Emery. This is Miss Vivian.
CMS. You are one. Well done, fellas.
33 degrees, that's weather.
Can you tell us where you are from and what your police station? Misha, but you are
Visit the police station as part of the community birth.
Sunday the same. Monday a high of
Open weekdays from 10 a.m. to
Classes visit the fire station.
Expect a high of 23 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, pretty much the same, so ladies and fellas.
Today the amazing Yirara Athletics Carnival commences.
Teenage band, important, stay strong, keep learning.
3 behind 27, defeated by center high of 24 degrees. Saturday 23.
This is an exciting mix of skills.
Next week. Bye.
See ya.
Adelaide team.
Mr. McLean continues with beat tests.
Stay. Bye.
Bye.
Black people, white people swim in the same pool.
Picking the time goes to finish off the game.
5 degrees. Let's check out what's happening.
Raft Art Space in Helly Crescent, Alice Springs. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is exit.
Wow, what a school that was.
Bye.
Clontarf Fellas have their first billy kite race.
I've completed their weekly magic shows.
Academies came to Yirara College. For the West Farmers,
We can expect a high of 19 degrees Saturday and Sunday. There will be heaps of activities in the...
bye.
Jesus, Lord. See? Now to whether he's taken.
Today we can expect a high of 22 degrees. Saturday and Sunday 16. Monday a high of 20 degrees. That's weather. Let's check out what's happening in Alice with Rihanna.
The Alice Springs Beanie Festival 2016 is coming, and it's celebrating the 20th Beanie Festival. Spirit of the Land. You can check this out from the 24th of June to the 17th of July at the Araluen Art Center.
That's your news for the 17th of June 2016 and for the term. A big call out to
Elliot.
Bear Creek.
Hammondsburg.
We will see you very soon. Have a safe and fun holiday. Look after yourselves and your family. Before we go, a word from our principal, Roger Ashcroft.
Bye.
Wishing all of you a relaxing holiday and look forward to you all returning next term. Remember, we start back on Monday the 25th of July in 2016. If you have any queries, please ring us and make arrangements. But have a fantastic holiday, a safe holiday, and enjoy yourselves.
Hi, I'm Tamika. And I'm Joella Holmes with this week's Yirara TV. It's been another busy week with so much going on in this episode. We hear about the seniors camp, learn about horses and cyber safety. Earlier this week, our local police officers came out to Yirara to talk about cyber safety and how it is so important.
Who uses a mobile phone on Facebook or Diva Chat? And if we can teach you now and you can teach your friends how to be safe, the precautions that you take will help you in the future, because what goes on the internet can potentially stay around forever.
Last week our seniors did the Duke of Edinburgh practice adventurous journey leading up to the big camp later this year. Students had to plan all their meals, daily program and personal improvement goals. One of our seniors wrote this report.
Last week Tuesday, all senior students went on a camp to Gemtree. Seniors got on the bus and packed all their stuff. Also took their lunches with them. There were 2 buses and a troopy taking some of our swags and foods. When the senior students had arrived, they started unpacking and choosing areas to place their swags. After placing our swags, we went to the gemstone fossicking to find out how many gemstones we can find. For dinner, we had 2 bread, sausages, and burgers. Also, different types of vegetable with poppages, and sat down in a semicircle with our chairs. Later on, we had disco near the pond, and it was great. Everyone enjoyed it. The next morning, we woke up and got ready to go for a 2-hour walk around Gemtree. After 2 hours of walk, we did some activities in groups of people that we know well. At lunch, we packed all the equipments, foods, pillows and swags ready to get back to Yirara College. We enjoyed the camp and looking forward to the next one later this year.
Some of our students are learning about responsibility by caring for horses.
I'm Jodie Grant from Riding for the Disabled in Alice Springs. We've been operating here at Blatherskite Park for many years now. We run programs for many people within our community for disabled and disadvantaged youth.
The trainers say they're very happy to have Yirara College involved. 6 of our students are currently completing a Certificate 1 racing and stable hand. They're learning various stable hand skills, including how to put saddles and bridles on, how to care for the horses, clean them and feeding them. Mia Leitner is very fond of her horse.
Here I am. I've been showing how to look after Bundy. Here's the hoof pick. We use it to clean the dirt out of the horse's foot. And this is the dandy brush. We use it after we use the curry comb to get the dust off the horses.
Trainer Jodie Grant said it's great to have our students learning the responsibility of horse caring.
I'm Alonso from Top London. This is
Just on the first class.
Ulysses, and we're tightening buckles and stuff on him. If it's loose, he can easily fall out. Yan is a good horse, pretty much heavy and stuff, and that's it.
That's Yirara TV for this week. On behalf of the Yirara Media TV team, we look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye!